Wednesdays, masks are required and visitor occupancy is being monitored. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org. There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40 just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast,
Yum, yum.
a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala, at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish, we also offer rototilling and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz on a Wednesday morning edition. I'm coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just outside the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall in the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida. Speaking of the Paddock Mall, they got new hours. They're offering expanded hours on Fridays and Saturdays now from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They'll still continue to operate with reduced hours Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sundays from 12 to 5:30. Paddock Mall opening extended hours 11 to 8 Fridays and Saturdays. During the commercial break, we were listening to the commercial, and something struck me about the commercial where they talked about the Appleton Museum. And the reason it was so great is they brought up Bruce Mozart, and I've seen a bunch of his artwork because with all that we had to do with Bruce back in the day when we had the Voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin and myself. Bruce was a prominent figure on the show quite a bit, and so I really am just partial to Bruce's artwork. He's the man who brought Silver Springs with his photographs, his underwater photographs, to prominence. So if you get a chance to get over to the Appleton and see that, I want to go. I'm going to try to get over there and see it myself because it's just an amazing man and an amazing artist. And the Appleton does such a good job. If you've ever been over there, like the guitar display they had a year ago or so, it was amazing with all the different guitars they had and everything. So they do a really good job over there at the Appleton. I just wanted to, when the commercial came on, I was like, the Appleton does a really good job. Few housekeeping notes. The 8th annual Paychecks for Patriots Career Fair is going virtual this year. Career Source Citrus Levy Marion will hold a Paychecks for Patriots virtual career fair on Tuesday, November 10th, as part of a statewide effort to connect Florida veterans with career opportunities. Career Fair takes place from 10 to 11:30 a.m. on November 10th. This year's event may look different as usual, but Career Source remains committed to using technology to still allow for service members and veterans to come together with local businesses. It enables veterans to meet in real time with hiring managers, learn about job openings, and submit resumes. If a veteran is unable to access the job fair online from their home, a limited number of computers will be available by appointment only at Career Source CLM Career Center. That's at 2703 Northeast 14th Street. That's here in Ocala. To schedule an appointment for one of those computers, you need to call 800-434-JOBS. That's 800-434-5627. Also, Veterans Helping Veterans will have limited computer access as well at their offices at 2730 East Silver Springs Boulevard in Ocala. Career Source Citrus Levy Marion holding a Paychecks for Patriots virtual career fair Tuesday, November 10th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Early voting for Marion County it ends on Saturday, so if you haven't voted yet and you want to do early voting, you still have until Saturday to get out and vote from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. all the way through October 31st. You can find your early voting locations. The Marion County Election Center, that's at 981 Northeast 16th Street. The Bellevue Public Library at 13145 Southeast Highway 484. Deputy Brian Litz Building, that's at 9048 Southwest Highway 200 in Ocala. The Denellen Public Library at 2351 Robinson Road, Denellen. The Forest Public Library, 905 South Highway 314A in Ocala. The Freedom Public Library, that's at 5870 Southwest 95th Street in Ocala. The Mulberry Center in the Liberty Room, 8445 Southeast 165th Mulberry Lane in the Villages. The Reddick Community Center, 4345 Northwest 152nd Street in Reddick. And the Silver Springs Shores Community Center at 590 Silver Road in the Shores. So there's where you can go do your early voting. It's scheduled until October 31st. From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Election Day, which is next Tuesday, the Ocala Suntran is offering free rides to voting locations. Free ridership on Election Day will only include the 7 regular Suntran routes, not the paratransit service. Citizens should plan their trip by identifying their polling locations by going to the Marion County Supervisor of Elections and then utilize the Suntran bus route system. You can do that by going to www.suntran.org. Regular bus fares will resume on Wednesday, November 4th. Let's go out to the phone lines, talk to a caller. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Hi, Tom. This is Hugh calling.
Hey, Hugh. How are you?
Pretty good. Say, speaking of Buddy Martin, is Buddy still around, or what's the situation with him?
Yeah, Buddy's still around. Buddy does. He's got his own little thing, own little blog, Facebook show, and everything he does, and it's all sports centered now, and it's all Gator centric. And Buddy's out there, Buddy's out there cheerleading for the Florida Gators like he's made his career doing. Good for him.
I know going back a few years when you were on with him, great sports radio. I missed that quite a bit, but I'm glad he's still around and active.
Oh yeah, I talk to him 3-4 times a week. We're still thick as thieves. We just don't do radio anymore together. And
well, maybe you could have him on as a guest sometime.
You will hear Buddy Martin once or twice while I'm here. You'll hear him talking sports because when we start talking Florida Gators, I mean, who else would I go to except an expert?
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you. So yeah, Buddy's doing good, but not No, people said when I came back on the radio, well, where's Buddy? Buddy Martin is a great guy, and I owe him for getting me started in this business, and I appreciate everything he did for me. And Buddy's doing well, so thanks for asking, Hugh. Good job. Thanks for asking. I'll let him know that you asked about him as well. So early voting, we went over early voting. I can't believe, and I got a story later in the day in the 9 o'clock hour about early voting. I cannot believe the numbers that are coming through with early voting and mail-in balloting. We're on pace for a record. Let me reiterate that. A record year in voting with the way early voting is coming around. If people show up at the polls on next Tuesday, the way they're doing early voting, we may crush records for voter turnout in this country. And that's a good thing to me. Whether the guy I vote for wins or the guy you vote for wins, as long as most of the country, and it looks like a lot of the country is going to turn out, as long as most of the country turns out, I'm happy with the outcome either way. Even if the ideology doesn't agree with mine, I would be happy with the turnout. I would be happy with the outcome simply because that's what the Constitution says we're supposed to do. We're the only country in the world that gives away, changes leadership every 4 years, possibly every 4 years, in a peaceful manner. Coming up next, we got an interview with Christian Pauling. We're going to talk about his new novel, Gold Diggers, Stalkers, and Exes. Oh my, it's the twisted minds of revenge-seeking women and the men who refuse to give up. We'll talk to him next right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM on a hump day, Wednesday. It's Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30 to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
My fellow conservatives, I have an urgent message. Vote no on Amendment 3. This is Ryan Chamberlain with Save My Constitution. Amendment 3 will let liberals vote against conservatives in primaries. Liberals hope that Amendment 3 will water down conservative leadership in Florida's legislature so they can raise taxes and limit our gun rights. Let's stop their scheme. Vote no on Amendment 3. Paid electioneering communication paid for by Save My Constitution, 1700 North Monroe Street, Suite 11-253, Tallahassee, Florida 32303.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course